Our solar system is really big. It occupies a vast area in our infinite universe. It is approximated to be 30 trillion kilometers in diameter, or in other terms, 200,000 astronomical units in diameter. Remember, one astronomical unit is equal to the distance from Earth to the Sun, which is 150 million kilometers. In the solar system, we have one star, which is the Sun, 8 planets, 5 confirmed dwarf planets, more than 290 moons orbiting those planets, about 1.3 million known asteroids, and more than 3,800 known comets. Surprisingly, the major component of our solar system is the Sun, which is 99% of the total mass of our solar system, meaning all the 8 planets, dwarf planets, moons, asteroids, comets, clouds, and dust share the remaining 1% of the total mass of our solar system. As we have mentioned, the Earth, which is a home planet, lies 1 astronomical unit or 150 million kilometers from the Sun. This is the area referred to as habitable zone, where temperature is not to the extremes, and it is the only area in the whole of our solar system where life thrives. The question we are asking here is, if one is dropped in each of the other planets in our solar system, will he survive, and for how long? Starting off with the Sun, though it is a star, not a planet, but it is worth to talk about it because of what we've mentioned earlier, that it is the 99% of the total mass of the whole of the solar system. This temperature at the surface of the Sun is about 5,600 degrees Celsius. The temperature rises from the surface of the Sun inwards towards the very hot center of the Sun, where it reaches about 15 million degrees Celsius. Nothing can survive in the Sun in solid or liquid form, and therefore, if one is dropped into the Sun, he will vaporize into gas immediately. We move on to Mercury, the smallest planet in our solar system and nearest to the Sun. Mercury is almost the size of the Earth's moon. From the surface of Mercury, the Sun would appear more than 3 times as large as it does when viewed on Earth, and the sunlight would be as much as 7 times brighter. Mercury's surface temperature are both extremely hot and cold. Because the planet is so close to the Sun, day temperatures can reach highs of 430 degrees Celsius, and without an atmosphere to retain that heat at night, temperatures can drop as low as negative 180 degrees. Dropping on Mercury during the day is like dropping into a fire. Thrice as hot as a furnace, and if you will be lucky, you'll survive for 5 seconds. Venus is our next destination. The temperature at the surface of Venus is very high. That is 474 degrees Celsius, which make it the hottest planet in our solar system. The atmosphere is very dense and consists of 96% carbon dioxide, which is 90 times denser than the atmosphere of Earth. Venus is extremely hostile, and if you are dropped on surface of Venus, you would face 2 very hostile conditions: crushing pressure on your body and very hot temperature of over 450 degrees Celsius, and that would give you a chance to survive for less than 5 seconds. Moving on to our next destination in our neighboring planet Mars, popularly referred to as a red planet. The temperature on Mars can be as high as 20 degrees Celsius and as low as about negative 153 degrees Celsius. As per today, there are 10 vehicles currently exploring Mars, 20 rovers and 1 helicopter, and 7 orbiters, all of them sending back photographs of Mars to Earth. Mars can have strong dust storms which can last for months. Plans are still underway to bring back samples from Mars for further analysis and hopefully landing astronauts. If dropped on Mars, you can survive as long as you can hold your breath. After Mars, we pass through an asteroid belt which contains more than 1,000,000 asteroids on our way to the next planet, Jupiter. This is the largest planet in our solar system, mainly referred to as a gas giant with more than 80 moons. Like our Sun, it is composed of gas compressed by strong gravity, meaning there is no hard place for someone to land. Being farther from the Sun, Jupiter is much colder. On average, the temperature on Jupiter's surface is negative 110 degrees Celsius. The interior of Jupiter, however, is very hot. The temperature gradually increases as you dive deeper and deeper into the atmosphere, falling into Jupiter. Landing is impossible. You'll be crushed, burned, and torn apart long before you reach the core. Our next stop is Saturn, the second largest planet after Jupiter, and also considered most beautiful because of its visible rings. It is a gas planet, smaller than Jupiter, though it has more than 146 moons. Only 4 spacecraft sent from Earth have ever visited Saturn, and 3 of these were just brief flybys. The first was Pioneer 11 in 1979, which flew within 20,000 kilometers of Saturn. Next came Voyager 1 in 1980, and then Voyager 2 in 1981. It wasn't until Cassini's arrival in 2004 that a spacecraft actually went into orbit around Saturn and captured photographs of the planet and its rings and moons. Falling into Saturn, in the final layers of Saturn's atmosphere, you will experience temperatures so high that you couldn't survive. The conditions would erode your body away, just like they did to the Cassini probe. Uranus is our second last planet in our solar system. Uranus is one of the 2 ice giants in the outer solar system. The other one, of course, is Neptune. More than 80% of the planet mass is made up of hot, dense fluid of icy material, which are water, methane, and ammonium. Above a small rocky core. As an ice giant, Uranus doesn't have a true surface. The planet is mostly swirling fluids, while a spacecraft would have nowhere to land on Uranus. It wouldn't be able to fly through its atmosphere unscathed either. The extreme pressure and temperature would destroy a metal spacecraft, and if you are dropped into Uranus, these extreme pressures and temperatures would erode your body in a matter of seconds. Neptune, our last planet, dark, cold, and wiped by supersonic winds. Ice giant Neptune is more than 30 times as far from the Sun as Earth. Neptune is the only planet in our solar system not visible to our naked eyes. Neptune is considered an ice giant because it is largely made of water, ammonia, and methane, in solid form. It has 14 known moons, and it has been directly expelled by one space probe, Voyager 2, in 1989, falling into Neptune. By the time you reach the surface, you'll be crushed by the pressure. Before we can wrap up our mission, let's have a flyby of Pluto to see whether it has conditions to host humans or aliens. It is a complex and mysterious world with mountains, valleys, plains, craters, and apparently even glaciers. Discovered in 1930, Pluto was long considered our solar system's ninth planet, but after the discovery that many similar intruding worlds inhabit the distant region beyond Neptune, known as the Kuiper Belt, icy Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet. On average, Pluto's temperature is negative 232 degrees Celsius, making it too cold to sustain life. Pluto is orbited by 5 known moons, the largest of which is Charon. The main constituent is molecular nitrogen, the same as on Earth. Molecules of methane and carbon monoxide has also been detected at Pluto, but no oxygen has been detected at Pluto yet. How long would you survive on Pluto if you don't have a spacesuit? A couple of minutes. Having traversed through the planet in our solar system, one thing we note is that apart from our home planet Earth, there is no other place we can call home. So let's take care of our planet, which is the only planet that can host us. Thank you.